Once you jump into the world of virtual computing, you are from time to time going to have to import virtual machines because as much as VMware may find it distasteful, there are a lot more virtualizing products out there than just VMware, and sometimes you want to grab a machine from one of those environments and bring it into VMware. Now the good news is virtual machines from other products can be imported into VMware Workstation, and there's 3 types that can be done directly through the Workstation menu, and it will kind of simplify the process and make it painless. The first one, and this is a popular one, is the Windows XP mode virtual machines. Now this is a virtual machine built on Microsoft's virtual PC world. It was built into Windows 7 to give you an easy way to run backward compatibility apps that required Windows XP and didn't behave well in Windows 7. Then there's the Open Virtualization Format, or the OVF virtual machine. We'll talk about that one a little bit later. And then there's the Windows Virtual PC virtual machine. Windows has the free Virtual PC product out there. It is unabashedly, unashamedly dedicated to the Windows world, and if you want to bring those into Workstation, you can do that. Now, VirtualBox virtual machines, VirtualBox, I tend to find among my clients, it is probably the second most popular virtual environment next to VMware, and in some places it's actually more popular than VMware. So anyway, if I want to bring a VirtualBox virtual machine into VMware, it can be done, but it requires just a little extra work. We actually have to go out into VirtualBox, and I'm going to do a separate video on that. You can see importing VirtualBox virtual machines video, and look for that elsewhere in the course, and that'll help you with the VirtualBox world. First up, the Windows XP mode virtual machines. Very simple. In Workstation, you're going to do File, then choose Import, and there's actually an Import Windows XP mode virtual machine out there in the menu, or you can just do File, Open, and then browse to the XP mode library, directory, find the VMC file, and just tell it to open it. Workstation will automatically install the VMware vCenter Converter standalone version, and this will actually convert it. You can actually go out to VMware's website and look around and find this converter standalone, download it and play with it, but this is going to do it for you. Now, if you've never virtualized a physical machine or never imported a third-party virtual machine like the XP mode, then it's going to download this and install it, and once it has installed it, it's going to tell you to restart after this vCenter installation has occurred. And if you have done a physical machine virtualization or imported, then you're going to skip this step. It's just going to ask you to enter the name for the new virtual machine that you're going to have in VMware. Then it's going to ask you to browse to the directory where those virtual machine files are for the Windows XP mode. Then you're just going to click Import. It drags them all in, makes the magic happen, and you can then start your virtual machine, and you've pulled your XP mode into a virtual machine in VMware. Pretty cool stuff. Now, if you're working with OVFs, or Open Virtualization Format, understand this is an industry standard format for virtual environments. It's not tailored to any one particular product like VMware, VirtualBox, or Microsoft's virtualization world. This is just kind of the standard open source format out there that everybody has agreed that is kind of the standard. What you'll do is inside Workstation, again, click File, choose Open, and then browse to the OVF, or it might be OVA file. And when you see that, just point at it, say OK, and then it's going to ask you, hey, enter the name of the new virtual machine that you're creating in VMware, and then it's going to ask you to browse out to that directory again. It's going to point at those VM files. You're going to grab it. Usually these files are going to be in the same place, not necessarily always. And what's going to happen now, watch this step. Workstation is going to begin to perform this conformance and specification checks to make sure that everything in OVF is just the way it needs to be to run in Workstation. And then it will begin importing it. Now you're going to see a progress of the import, and it may tell you that it fails. If the import fails, what that means in English, and I wish they would say it a little cleaner here, is what it means is the conformance and specifications may be not as tight as VMware would like to see them. So if you click retry, it's going to run it again, but it's going to run a more relaxed compliant check, and it's going to retest everything, and it's going to be just kind of a looser check. It's going to let some things slide, and then if that one succeeds, then you can attempt to open the new virtual machine. But you got to watch. If you have to retry it and Workstation relaxes the compliance checks and so forth, you may not be able to open this machine up. It may not run, or it may not run correctly. You'll just have to see. If it happens that you can't open it and run it correctly, you may have to go back to where you got the OVF, maybe get another copy of it, talk to them, see if anybody else has had any trouble, chase it down and troubleshoot it just a little bit. Now, for the Windows Virtual PC virtual machines, very simple. In Workstation, you're going to do File Open, browse to the VMC file, enter the name of the new virtual machine you're going to have in VMware, click Import, wait for it to end, and then you're in business. And you have that Windows Virtual PC virtual machine now working as a VMDK inside VMware. Now, very easy to use these things. It's something you're going to run into from time to time in a virtual world because not everybody's using the same thing, but very, very cool sometimes to grab a virtual PC from a buddy from another department, bring it in, make it a machine in your environment. So anyway, that's the basics on importing virtual machines. And the general rule is if there's a virtual machine out there, you can convert it. May take a couple of hoops to jump through, but you can generally bring almost anything into VMware.